bad habits versus good habits and what we can do right away to transform those bad habits and what they are and to create better good habits. So let's dive right in. What I want you to start off thinking about are what are the bad habits that I have that I want to change. For example, eating too much, drinking, needing attention, being addicted to drama, sex. What are you addicted to? What are your unhealthy habits that we call bad habits? Write them down. Bring awareness to them. That is half of the battle. If you just even know that you want to change something and really own it, you're already halfway there. So think about that for a moment. Pause the video and write down, gosh, what do I really want to change? What am I addicted to? Do I eat too much when I tell myself I shouldn't? Am I drinking too much? Am I going out too much? You'll know. You'll know because it's not making you better and it's keeping you in a loop that you don't like. So pause, take a moment, write those down, and then come back to me. Next, now I want you to write down and think about your good habits. What are your good habits? Do you get a good night's sleep? Are you trying to meditate and exercise every day? Are you doing self-reflection? Are you being of service to others and kind? Talking to your kids? Letting a car go by? I've learned to be that way in life. I used to rush a little bit more when I used to drive, and now when I drive, I always tell my daughter, I show her, if there's a car that needs to go, I'm always that car that's like waving another car on. That's a good habit. I like to show people I'm patient. You go ahead. You go ahead and turn when everybody else is not letting you, you know? So really find even the most minute ones like that. Whenever I go out to the grocery store, I always make sure I really look at the person and say hello and think about how are they doing today. That to me is a good habit because it gets me out of my world. I always meditate no matter what, morning and evening, even if it's a few minutes. I don't go to bed and I don't continue my day until I've stopped and checked in and connected. So think about what are your good habits, and it is okay if you don't have any. You can just, I know that sounds a little weird, like don't we all have some? But just in case, you can create good habits with just your intention right now. You know what you want to change and you know what you want to create. So now write down all the good habits that will make you a better person. What do you want more? Maybe it's to stop talking about yourself so much. Be aware of that. Am I always needing attention and needing to talk about myself? How can I really listen to someone else? That's gonna be a new habit. So we're also talking about patterns. Good and bad habits are created from programming. And programming are patterns that we were born into, we incarnated into, we learned from our parents and our environment. And so we're reprogramming our subconscious and our body by becoming aware of what's not serving us and creating a better lifestyle to what we do want to do to serve us and the world and our families and others. So in this short video today, I just want to show you that just by bringing awareness to what you want to change and what you want to create, you're halfway there, over halfway there. The next part is don't beat yourself up. Just start to implement them a little. So I remember when I used to struggle with my weight, there was a very stressful time in my family at 16 where we went bankrupt and lost our home, and I wasn't communicated to about the severity of the situation, of the pain, and so I held a lot of stress in because it was my parents' stress, and they were just doing the best they could. They didn't want to put it on me. However, I did need to know, and I didn't understand, and we moved, and it was awful, and I started to overeat to feel safe and to feel comforted, and I got really angry and really bitchy, and now I know why. And so it took me quite a few years to break that habit. And in my early 20s, I learned from a personal trainer, if you eat handful amounts every few hours, just some basic tools. And I was so tired of putting pressure on myself to not overeat, like, oh, you can't have that, or I need to lose weight. It was a good, 5 years of just struggle. I was like, I don't want to struggle anymore. So that bad habit of overeating and being pudgy and not happy with myself, I created a new good habit, and it has stuck with me for decades. It never goes away. I've never struggled with my weight again. Even when I've been pregnant twice, my weight always stays good because I created a good habit that I found for me, which was eat every 3 hours, handful amounts. I never let myself get too hungry, and that worked for me. Watching my blood sugar. And then I never told myself, you can't have that cookie. Because when I was younger, then I would eat 5. Now, if I want something, I give it to myself. I only have 1. I don't overeat. I don't create that struggle. So I never tell myself I can't have something. So again, this is just what worked for me, and it's a great habit. I have felt great. My weight has been great. I've never gone back to that unhealthy habit of overeating and struggle and telling myself I can't have something, then eating. And it was all stress. It was all fear and anxiety from my family and the loss of our dream home. And it was so devastating. And then I go to college and I'm pudgy and people are having fun and I feel fat. It just sucked, you know? So when I moved to LA after college, after I went to Berkeley, I was like, I am never going back to that pudgy state. I'm going to eat what I want. I'm going to eat every few hours. I'm going to eat as healthy as I can because I love eating healthy. I feel good. And the less sugar I eat or the less anything bad that I eat, I don't crave it as much. So I'm just trying to give you an example of transforming a bad habit to a good. And it's stuck and it's still with me. And I'm so happy about the way I eat and drink. And I have a beautiful relationship with food and sweets or even a glass of wine once in a while. I tell myself, this is nurturing. I love this and I appreciate the food because whatever you think, you give energy to and you're giving to your body. And to say grace and to say thank you for the nourishment in my body. So let this expand to all areas of your life. Exercise, dating, sex, how you treat yourself and others. Anything that is out of balance that you cannot control and it controls you is a bad habit. That's how I look at it. If it is controlling you, it's a bad habit. You are in control of the programming you want to create in all areas of life. So everything should be about balance and harmony. Don't be sleeping around with a lot of random people. Sleep with the right one and in balance. It doesn't have to be a lot. It's balance. There's no right or wrong. It's just not every day, all the time. Too much of anything will kill you. And you'll know, or leave in the comments if you have any questions and I can make another video. But come on, good habits are drinking enough water, eating healthy, but again, leaving room for play and a treat here and there. Maybe it is a little treat every day. I never tell myself I can't have a treat during the week, only on the weekends. If I want a treat, I'll have it. And that helps my cravings go down and I'll go days without one. A latte, I never tell myself I'm going to cut out coffee because I don't overdo it. I have maybe 1 cup here and there or in the morning and then maybe a latte or a green tea. I'm trying to show you that if you find a regulated nervous system by doing your work, and a lot of these videos on this channel are about that, you will overcome bad habits and create good ones, and you won't get addicted to anything and nothing can control you. You control it. A meditation routine, an exercise routine. Don't put pressure on yourself if you fall off. Just get right back on the horse. Just keep going. So I hope that helped for today. You can do it. You can transform your bad habits into good. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next one.